Oh, hi YouTube! Here's another gripper installment of I don't know what the hell he's doing on about. But, I mean, we'll figure it out in the end. I got a laptop here. It's a compact Armada 500. It's not exactly in pristine condition. To be honest, it's smashed to bits. But I got it, the case was all smashed, top cover was all broken off, screen hanging out. See, the hinges are all broken there, but yeah, I knew what it was like when I got it, and it works. It does what I needed to do. Well, what I'm going to need to do, it's got the right ports I need for it. Excuse me, my finger on the shot there. Davis Langdon, don't know who that is. Wonder if that phone number still works. Yeah, it's an old phone number a few years ago. Yeah, all I did was roughly glued it together. You can see from all the way I used Gorilla Glue on it. It's on Windows 98 now. I might put it on Windows 95, not for any particular reason, it's just because I've got Windows 95 somewhere and I've not seen it for a while. And all software needs an out and every now and then. I've got, in fact, I could actually try this. I've got DOS 5. I bet some people watching this video will not even know what a floppy disk is. But, well, that's one of the reasons I've got this computer, because it's got a floppy port. But anyways, what have I got it for? Well, I've got a couple of toys. I'll show you them here. First off, look at this. EMP20 device programmer. And it works. There's a lot of bits here missing. I actually found this in a box of stuff I was given. And this was sold to hobbyists back in the 90s. Yeah, the 90s. It's very, very, very old programmer. It will program just about anything if you've got the full kit, but unfortunately I've only got the one module, so I can only program EPROMs. But that doesn't matter. I could, if I wanted to, look up the information online to make the Universal Family module, they call this. It's basically a DIMM. It's just a blank DIMM with wire links on it. And depending on what way it's seated and how the connections are wired up in it, you can do all sorts of things, PALs, GALs. As I said, I've only got the module for the EPROMs, which is fine. It allows me to program both 8 and 16-bit EPROMs, which is ideal for me. And it works fine. See if well, let me just find the software. Ignore PromLink for the minute. Right, just find the software. God, think back memories using the old Windows 98. I might look for one of these in better condition actually. Yeah, it's a pity that that's all smashed up because this is great, but one idea I might have is I might just cut the screen off it, see if I can get rid of the screen on the go, because I've got a composite port there. I'd happily use this in black and white. Anyways, load that up. There we go, it's on. So, let's see what device we got here. This is, I believe, this is a Mega test ROM. NM27C5Q. It's a National Semiconductor, you can tell with National's logo there. There's a website you can use called elnec.com or something that shows you everybody's company logos. So, select device. And we want National. Select National. And it's a 27C512. Try to use it, read it as any 512, because when you read an EPROM it doesn't matter what manufacturer it is, they all read off 5 volt. It's when you program in the front game starts, so 27C512. Right, let's read the thing. Read device into buffer. It's all arrow driven. Well, the mouse works as well. Doesn't work in DOS though. Is it? Yep, it's all set up, right? Press carriage return or enter to execute. Clunk. There we go. Read. Let's continue. So, device check. I wonder if that works. Press N for device checksum. Matt. 4C36. There we go. Yeah, so this is all working because I know that checksum's 4C36, and I'll show you in a minute. Now, so that's a 27C512, but there's all sorts that this can read. Let's select another device. We're not going to do anything more with it. You see, we can go to 040s to 048s. Yeah, we can. I think ST are on here as well. Yeah. SGS Thompson, there's ST. SGS Thompson. Yeah, we can do all those too. Do just about anything. Most ROMs will find in arcade games I can program with this. And it's a really handy program. I'm going to keep that for my own use. But I've got another one. So let me just turn this off. We'll escape out that. Escape out that. Y to exit. And we'll pop this out here. Turn this off. Right, and I'll briefly put you on pause, but you'll not see the pause. It'll just be an instant changeover. So hold on. We've also got this monster. Now, this is the daddy this thing is. Now, whereas I found this one in a box, this one cost me a fair bit of money. It's actually a stupid amount of money to pay for a 1988 programmer. This is a Data IO 288, and this is what you would use in like small businesses and stuff for your ROM production, I believe. And just as this all works, let's fire it up. Self-check. Bit dusty because it's been sitting in the cupboard for a while, but it is all good. Let's move that ROM over to here, get it ready. As I said, I paid a horrible amount of money for this, but I consider it to be worth it. I'd had a bit of a bonus at the time, and I felt sorry for this because it had been on eBay for months and months and months. I think about a year or so it was on eBay. See it going through all its self-checks. Data IO test complete. Right, so we need to get this to computer control. Hold on. So it's just our buttons. Can you see that there? RS-232 port, computer control. There we go. So let's close that and open up Bromlink, which is Data IO software from 1994. Bromlink 6.1, very last version of Bromlink that they did. But again, everything all works. And this one saves its settings to an extent, so it's already set up for National 27C512. Okay, which is what this is, so I'll just close this in. Now if you wanted to, you could write a massive program in machine code and install it to a bank of 8 ROMs. And that's what they would do back in the day when they were writing the likes of your Pac-Mans and Space Invaders and the like. They would have a bank program or something similar like this. They'd write the whole program all at once, and then they would copy it to banks of ROMs. And you can do, I believe you can do it with this. That you can set all your 8 blanks there and then just have the whole program copy over. I might try that in another video, but for the minute, remember that checksum we had 4C36, okay? So we can use arrow keys, or we can just use this. So program. Let's verify. Actually, no, let's not verify. Let's load the RAM from the master. which will basically dump that into the memory in here, and then our PromLink software here can talk to the memory in there and find out what's in it. So, load run from master. A little bit slower this one because it's serial. Whereas that's a parallel port programmer, that was a serial port. That does 1 bit at a time, that does 8 bits at once. But I'm not bored. I like that thing. So, okay. Loading device. Data bus fail. Oh yeah, I had this before. Sometimes this is a bit finicky to get in this one. Right, okay. Okay, let's do it again. Probably I need to deoxidize the whole, all 8 of those sockets. I mean, this thing's 20 or 30 year old and it's dusty because I've had it in the cupboard. I really should look after it better. Need a dust cover. But it's loading up and you can see it working away. Okay, got a green light, means programmed, and there's a subject 4C36. So loading it up on that matches that, so I know that's working. And I know that's working anyway because I've programmed all sorts with it. Thought I'd just show them off. Don't they look pretty? So, what have I got them for? Well, as I said, I felt sorry for this thing. Yeah, I bought that on impulse. Even though everybody said I won't use it, I've actually used it quite a few times. It doesn't do a great deal of ROMs compared to this one. And you've got to remember this is a lot earlier. So if I go, I'll just take that out of there now. Just take that out. If I go to, is it set data? Where's? Go to select device. I've got various devices there, but I don't have a great deal of. Yeah, the camera works terrible, isn't it? I've not done this for a while. You tried doing this with a bad back and you'll shake. See, we don't have a fantastic selection of ROMs here. But you've got to remember that, you know, let's say you have 2001s and 4001s are mostly missing. There is a manufacturer in here that does have them. I believe it's NEC, I think. Still, let's see. Did I see SGS Thompson? No, there's no STI. SGS Thompson International, I think that is. STI. Might be that one. Yeah, see, we get 27512s. But you don't have a lot of the bigger ROMs. But you've got to remember that the bigger ROMs weren't really used. See, we've got some here. And you can use the NEC setting to program the likes of an ST4001. You just got to make sure you can't do it with all the 4001s. I don't think Mitsubishi 4001s work with that setting, but if you look at the data sheets, the programming voltage for the NEC 4001 is pretty much the same as ST, etc. But yeah, you got to remember when this programmer came about, a lot of these bigger ROMs either weren't used or simply didn't exist. I think in '88 the highest ROM that was in use in places was the 512. It was like, if you're talking about fruit machines, Barcrest were using 512s and stuff. Or just migrating onto them. Yeah, but yeah. But between the two of them, I think I've got a nice setup. I'm going to use this one. Mainstream, I'm going to use this one to do all my ROM program because it's good and it's fast. But if I ever want to do the likes of reburning the ROMs for the likes of Ace Coin games or the bigger System 80 games, then I can do, especially from the likes of MFME, yeah, I've got that right. I can just put the whole merged file that you've got in the emulators, etc., and burn it to the individual ROMs using this, because I can do a bank program on that, which would be nice. I think actually you could set that up for bank. Let's see. Let's exit out of this now. I need to play with this a bit more, but I think we can do. I think you can bank program on this. Let's just set to verify thing. Sorry, I'm digressing a wee bit here. It's been a wee while since I've played with the software. But that's alright. Exit out of that. Yeah, there will be a way to set bank. There will be a way to set up bank programming. I think it's actually automatic if I remember right. You just, if the program's bigger than one chip, it spreads it across them. I'll try it sometime. But yeah, so as you can see, smashed to bits, working fine, and I have my two toys here which are working fine. And hopefully this will feature in a future video, getting put to work. And I don't know, maybe this will feature as well. So MS-DOS 5. But if I'm going to use MS-DOS 5, then this is going to become a project in its own right, because the hard drive in this is a little bit dead. I mean, it's good enough for this, but yeah, I'll show you. Let me exit out of this software and turn this off. Yeah, we exit PromLink. So let me go to. Do you remember this? Restart in MS-DOS mode. I still remember some of the old utilities this has. Yeah, I know this video is a little bit rambly now, but you know me, I do get into ramble. Right, watch this. Yeah, it's a little bit bad, but I'm only using that, a tiny little bit of it. But yeah, the hard drive's screwed. I'm not surprised by the amount of lumps and bumps and knocks that this thing's got, so just exit out of that. Exit. And so there you go. I'll just shut down like that. Oh yeah, I had to cut the catches off as well because the catch is broken. The lock's broken in the lid, but that doesn't matter. Set that in a laptop bag, that'll be absolutely fine. So what do you think of that, mad lot? Really just a catch-up video with you lads, because you haven't seen me a bit in videos for a while, but yeah. I'm just sort of putting markers in, let you know I'm still about. I'm still championing Vinci's technology, using it whenever I can to do my repairs rather than using modern Chinese stuff. I mean, don't get me wrong, the modern Chinese stuff is good in some senses. I mean, isn't it ironic that our friendly virus that's annoying everybody at the minute was made in China, allegedly. I'll put allegedly there just in case the purists get a hold of me. But everything we use to fight the virus just about is also made in China. You can go figure with that one. So, yeah. I think I'll stick with American programmers for now. And, like, British or Japanese compact? Japanese laptop? Yeah, Japanese. Ignore that, the battery doesn't charge. Doesn't work. But anyways, that's the end of that video, and I'll catch you later. So, goodbye for now.